Next up, we got the New York Giants, another team that I'm very, very interested in to watch their preseason game. They start on, I want to say, what is it, Friday or Saturday? They're playing the Buffalo Bills, if I'm not mistaken. Russell Wilson, you know what I'm saying, getting another chance at another team, at another organization to become their starter. This is definitely a jump ahead for the quarterback position for the New York Giants from what they had in previous years with Daniel Jones. Also having drafted Jackson Dart. I'm very excited to see what he's going to bring to the table in his preseason. I know what Jameis Winston is going to do and what he brings, and it's not no slight, you know what I'm saying. He's a great quarterback. Well, he's a good quarterback, but we really want to see it. We probably won't see Russell Wilson in week 1, but we really want to see Jackson Dart and see how he plays. They just keep doing Tommy DeVito dirty though. He quarterback number 4, but you know what I'm saying, when he did come in, he did try to do his thing though. Looking at this New York Giants roster, their roster is kind of like, it's sneaky good, but it's not like glaring good. And what I mean by that is excuse me, they have pieces. We already know about Malik Nabers. It's who's going to solidify that other receiver spot. And I think they got a good slot receiver in I forgot his name though. I think it's Wan'Dale Robinson or something like that. I could be wrong, but I know they got a good slot receiver. But we know if Russell Wilson and Malik Nabers can get on the same page, that's a great duo right there. That can be a good duo, you know what I'm saying? And then Jackson Dart starts to learn the offense and stuff like that, because we all know that Daboll offense is one of the most complicated offenses to learn. We already know how he likes his quarterback to be cerebral and things like that. So it's a tough challenge, but I think that, you know what I'm saying, if Jackson Dart can, you know what I'm saying, gain his confidence and basically, you know, learn the playbook, you got weapons around. I also want to look at the roster. I want to look at that defense as well. That defense is crazy. That D-line, that front 7, the Giants probably got the best D-line in the NFL, maybe the front 7. I don't know about their offensive line. Offensive line might be their Achilles heel with protecting Russell Wilson, but we'll see, and let's check it out. So, like I said, let's look at this roster, man. These are all unofficial depth chart rosters going into the preseason. Like I said, they start off with like 80 something, maybe to 80 to 100 players, and they dwindle it down to the you know what I'm saying, the 53 man roster. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get it. Let's see what this roster is looking like. We got Darius Slayton, Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee. Darius Slayton is a good slot receiver. I think Jalen Hyatt he needs to step it up this year. Zach Pascal, I know about him from Indy. You know what I'm saying? He was at Indy. Yeah, Wan'Dale Robinson. I was right about that. They did get Wan'Dale Robinson. I think he's a great slot receiver. Not great, but I keep saying great, like these guys did something. A good wide receiver, a good slot wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? I like his game. Let's just say that I like his game. Like I said, the offensive line is shaky. We don't really know. Like, their offensive line has been shaky for the past 5 years. So it's kind of like, if they can't protect Russell Wilson, all of this just, if you look at it, you know what I'm saying, you got Darius Slayton on the opposite side of Malik Nabers, Wan'Dale Robinson, and then you got, I don't know how you fit Jalen in there, but he's a burner. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying, Zach Pascal, he's a big body. You know what I'm saying? It's different types of receivers that they have. So the receiving part is not bad. They just probably been needing a quarterback to get them the ball. And they can't drop it. So you got Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, Jackson Dart. I really want to see how Jackson Dart's going to play. I like Daniel Bellinger. He's a good tight end as well. I don't know too much about Theo Johnson. Let's go to the defense though. The defense, they are going to be, as much as I said anything, I know they got Malik Nabers and Russell Wilson, and they got some other nice little pieces at wide receiver and at tight end, but this is going to be a defensive team. You got Kayvon Thibodeau, right? You got Dexter Lawrence. Then you got Elijah Chapman. Then you got let's see who they got. I don't know who Raheem is. You got Brian Burns. You got Abdul Carter. Come on, bro. You got Michael McFadden. Let's go to the nickel. Drew Phillips, Nick Jones. Look at the cornerback, Paulson Avenue. I don't know these guys. Tyler Nubin, Javion Holland. I do know that name. Deontay Banks. They need yeah, this is what they're gonna probably fall short on the back end unless these guys just make plays. I don't know none of them. When I say that, it's not to be disrespectful. It's like we get to know these players from. I've seen Kayvon Thibodeau make plays. We know who Dexter Lawrence is. We've seen Brian Burns make plays. We've seen, Abdul Carter in Penn State, be the next 11. Like, we know these guys from them making plays and being successful at what they do. So it's kind of like, I don't know nobody in this secondary. None of these names, maybe Javion Holland, but I don't know none of these names at all. It's not to say I don't follow the Giants or the NFL or football. They just not making enough plays for me to pay attention to them, to keep it a bean. So, like I said, they might have the best front seven in football. I'm gonna go past this again. Chauncey Golston, I know that name as well. Kayvon Thibodeau, Chauncey Golston, Dexter Lawrence. You got Brian Burns, Abdul Carter. Come on, bro. That front, at least the D line alone, putting Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Abdul Carter. That shit, like, come on, bro. If they can get, let's see, the offensive line, Tommy Fox, Trace Ford, Golston. If you got at least 6 linemen, you can go NASCAR. They can reinvent the NASCAR package. When they won the Super Bowl with Michael Strahan and O.C. Umenyiora, all them boys, Justin Tuck, you dig what I'm saying? Like, they had that NASCAR package, and it was a hell to deal with. Ask Tom Brady. So that front seven is crazy. I don't know if they gonna be able to, on the back end, be able to, hold up. Because if you got your D-line getting there, it gives the quarterback a short period of time to hold the ball. That's going to help you out as a DB. But if you still can't make plays back there, it's it's going to be hard. Hopefully they would make a trade or make a deal before the season starts to get them. I don't know why they didn't go after Jair or any other cornerbacks that came that, or at least I don't know if they probably would have wanted to spend that money on Jalen Ramsey because he wanted a lot of money. But like, I definitely would have got Jair for sure, just to shore up that one cornerback spot, to take away one side of the field, and then you allow so you hopefully one of these other guys step up, and then you go ahead and let your front seven go to work on the defensive side of the ball, and then you just you let Russell Wilson. Even if you want to game manage, but you can't really be a game manager in this position because you have a Malik Nabers, you have a Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson, Jalen Hyatt, who could take the top off of defense, Zach Pascal, a big body, so you got Daniel Bellinger. Like, it's a nice offensive roster. It's nice. I'm not saying it's one of the best or it's like that. It's nice. Like, you have weapons to, especially for Russell Wilson. But, going into preseason week 1, I'm anxious to see Jackson Dart. He is quarterback number 3. So I don't know if Russell Wilson's going to play. This is a whole new team. So he might get a series or even a first quarter. He might get the first quarter or the series. We're going to see Jameis, and then we might see Jackson in the third to the fourth quarter. But this is another team that I'm excited to see in the preseason because they have a lot of new faces to the squad. And just to see the New York Giants and see how, this is a pillar in the NFL. This is one of them franchises that's been around for a very long time. So I'm just anxious to see what they got.